Hey guys, welcome back to Black Moon Coven. So in this video today, we are going to discuss getting back into the craft, maybe after a long period of time or a break or whatever. Sometimes it's kind of hard to get back into the routine of things. So I'm going to give you 4 simple steps to kind of get back into the craft and get the wheels turning there. I did have a couple of announcements before I did that. So on the aminos, I did a poll which series I would like to do on my channel or people would like to see on my channel, and the response for kitchen witchery was through the roof. It was pretty amazing. So I'm going to be doing a lot more kitchen witchery on my channel. So I'm thinking probably Saturdays, Saturday mornings, things like that. I'm going to be using the kitchen in magic. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how everyone likes the videos, but we're going to be cooking and baking and kind of using magic in the kitchen. For those of you that did vote for the DIYs and, the herbology videos, those are coming too. I'm going to do those as well. Definitely more DIYs coming up and stuff with herbs in them and stuff like that. So the other thing I had to announce is the winner of our book club drawing vote type of thing. The response was really positive and a lot of people are actually participating, so I'm really excited for that. So the book that we're going to be reading is Witches of Olympus. So I'm going to link that down below, but it was so close. The runner-up was The Tales of Aradia, The Last Witch, so they were like really close together, so it was kind of exciting to see which one we will actually be reading. But that's what we're going to be reading, so I'm going to post that down in the description where you can find that, and you could do that on Google Play. You can get Google Books, and it's a free book on there. And then we will reconvene a month from now, and yeah, do a little live stream and talk about the books and ask me questions, and I ask you guys questions and things like that. So you have a month to read it, so download it and get going on that. So get into the video, getting back into the craft. So sometimes it's really necessary to take breaks just because the craft is very involving, So step 1 is know when you need to take a break. So sometimes the craft can be very exhausting and tiring and really involving in your life. You might be practicing every day, you might not, things like that. But yeah, if you're practicing every day, and it can get really exhausting to keep up with everything, to keep up with your meditation and your tarot cards and your spells to line up correctly in a modern world and in a modern life. It's very hard to do. It takes a big toll and uses a lot of energy. So we're constantly having to do self-care and meditating more and just building up that energy just so we could do spell work. So sometimes taking a break is kind of crucial for your actual path and for your craft. Sometimes you just need to step back a little bit and recenter yourself and focus on you for a little while and then go back into the swing of things. Time is also a huge factor. So like if you're like me and I work a full-time job and then I have to come home and do Etsy and everything else, and just kind of, I'm so involved with everything, so it's a lot of things to do, and I still have to find little bits of my day for my craft. So that's kind of what you need to do, is find little slots in the day for your craft to kind of be an everyday thing. But yeah, time is a huge factor. Sometimes in the morning I barely have time to get dressed and go to work, and then I still have to read my tarot cards for the day, because then I feel like I just feel weird if I don't do it. So the time is a really huge factor. It can be overwhelming when learning, so especially when you're new and you're getting bombarded with all this information, reading from books, online, on the aminos. Everyone's coming at you with so much information. Sometimes it's really overwhelming and it's really hard to learn and focus on trying to learn one thing at a time when you want to try all these different things. So sometimes a break is needed for that. So just acknowledge and know when you have to take a break from everything, like the craft and just everything, and just focus on yourself, that you're going to be a healthier witch overall. But step 2 is don't feel guilty about taking a break from your craft or from your daily routines, because you're always going to be a witch. That's no matter what you do or how you practice, you're always going to be a witch. So it doesn't matter if you practice one day a year or, every single day of your life, you're still going to be a witch internally. You're going to come back refreshed. So when you take a break from everything, and then come back from, being self-loved and kind of focusing on yourself, and then coming back from that, you're going to be of a clearer mindset. Your mindset's going to be clear, your eyes are going to be more focused, and you're going to be really focused on what you're trying to do and trying to accomplish, because you're going to want to do that. Instead of it being almost a burden, you're going to actually want to go ahead and want to do that. So it's going to be new eyes in your practice. So you might want to try new things or go about things differently. Maybe you want to change some things in your craft. It's a really beneficial thing to do. So step number 3 is ease back into it. So I know after, taking a break and everything else, you're going to want to dive into a big spell or ritual just to kind of get your feet wet and jump into the pool. But just hold off on any huge rituals, any huge spells, any thing that takes a lot of energy out of you, because that defeats the purpose of taking a break if you're going to go right back into big spells and big rituals when you're not ready. So just calm down, relax, develop a daily routine first. If you don't have one, it's a really good beneficial way to keep the craft in your life every single day. So for instance, I do daily tarot readings, pulls, anything cartomancy to get me kind of guidance throughout the day, and then, give myself a little daily routine to do. So then I wake up, do my tarot cards, get ready for the day type of thing. Or you come home from work and work in your book of shadows for a little while, or grind your herbs, or just put some incense on and listen to music. Anything that you want to do just to develop a little daily routine, section off 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever you have for the craft. If that means you have to wake up early, like I do, then that's just what it means. You could also do small meditations daily. So a lot of people don't like to meditate. I've kind of stopped meditating so much, which is a shame because I really should meditate more. But I want to develop a daily morning routine where I meditate for at least 10 minutes. You could even do 5 if you really want, just to get your mind completely cleared and completely centered and ready for the day. It's really good in the morning. Even enchanting your tea is a good way just to start off the morning, your tea or coffee. So I've seen these spells on Pinterest where people just enchant their tea and coffee for having a good day, you're being more confident today, or, having a good fortunate day, whatever, good luck. So you just develop a small little routine or a little thing that will incorporate the craft into your daily life. Step 4, being confident. Know that your powers come from within. So no matter what you're doing and everything else, if you feel like you're frustrated, just try to ground yourself and center yourself, and remember that, true witchcraft and true magic starts from within you and then goes out. Confidence is key in witchcraft. So I've said that a couple of times already, and especially with doing spells, rituals, even meditation, if you for 1 second doubt yourself that, okay, it's not going to work or whatever, and we've all done that, it just diminishes the spell. So just keep confident about your witchcraft. I could do this. Just keep confident about your witchcraft. Confidence is really, really big, and it's key. So think positive thoughts before a spell, get your confidence up. Just know that you can do this, okay? You can do this. You're always a witch no matter how you practice. So again, if you practice 1 day a year to, every single day of the year, you're a witch no matter how you practice. Even if you light a candle once a year for 5 years, you're a witch if you want to be. So that's basically all my little tips today. It wasn't a really educational video. I guess it was just for morale purposes, but there you go. So if someone's struggling to get back into the craft, and if you guys want to talk about it, go join the Aminos, follow me there. I also now have an Instagram, so I'm going to put that link in the below as well. Check out my Etsy site, there's some new items there, and of course, join the coven and subscribe. So I'll see you guys next time.